Hello everyone, happy Women's Day. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a hot topic as always. This is a video that is mainly for women, especially those who aspire to be housewives or traditional housewives or whatever you want to call it. This video is very important to me because I've seen lots of postings from these traditional women that are not only very hurtful but also very misleading and very ungrateful. Okay, so I just get straight to the point. Ladies, we know that modern feminism is bad. But don't confuse that with historical feminism, because you are where you are today because women fought, women died for you. You go to school because of women who fought for your rights. You drive, you own a land, you can own a land, a property. You can start your own business. You can have a credit card. You can go to uni because of those women that fought for your rights. And this is why we have a Women's Day. So if you aspire to be a housewife, which is very beautiful, a God-given gift, a God-given desire, don't be ungrateful to the women who fought for your rights, because you are living in luxury right now as a woman. You are doing things that women back then could have dreamed of doing. You are privileged because of these women. Okay, so whenever you see posters like, oh, why did feminism exist? I want to go back to the olden times. Take into consideration what you're saying and the gravity of what you're saying. Because back then, may I remind you, women did not have a choice but to be housewives, mothers, period. They did not have a choice. That not only that, not to talk about the girls, the little girls that they had to drop out from school. Why? Because they had to be wives. They had to help the mom take care of the other kids. They would finish even in secondary school, but the guys could continue going to school. Why? Because they're just men. You know what it means to go back to the olden times? To be hit, to be abused, couldn't even talk back or defend yourself, didn't even have a right to your own name, going from man to man. What is your own money? What does it even mean for you to take care of yourself, be independent? You are supposed to be only dependent on a man. Back in the olden days, you went from father to husband. It was only your father or husband that could take care of you financially. If you were alone, you couldn't go outside be looking for a job. Back in the olden days, who would take you? But now, thanks to the women who fought for your rights, if you get abused and you find a way of escape, you can find a job and can be qualified for that job. So think twice before you say things like, oh, I want to go back to the olden times. Ladies, I know that when you are with a good man, you just want to serve him, like totally serve him. That's beautiful, that's great, but don't lose your senses. Don't start talking nonsense and start being ungrateful. Because modern feminism, yes, we know it's bad. Yes, we know it has taught women not to be submissive in the right way, to the good men. Okay, don't twist my words. Yes, it has taught the wrong way of empowering women. We know. And I'm even going to make a video about why I'm not a feminist, at least a modern one. Okay, I'm going to make a video about it. Yes, we know that modern feminism destroys families, tells you need to chase a career, you need to do this, you need to live your whole life, and then when you hit 30 years old, then you can get married. We know. But that does not mean that feminism was unimportant, or you have to dismantle the whole movement as a whole because of the things that these little girls are doing. Let me just say little girls, because feminism now, I feel like it has become a movement of just little girls, because it's not what it used to be anymore. Now it's about fighting for the LGBTQ community to be accepted, fighting all for the wrong things, for women to be able to go out braless, for women to be able to go out naked without men having to look at them. Oh, now it's even about being men. It's not even about equality anymore. It's about being men. They want to be allowed to be men. Okay, a man can't even open a door. For a modern feminist, with her not thinking that he's trying to compete with her. Oh, I can do it myself too. A man can't even pay for dinner without a modern feminist feeling like he's like putting her down or making her feel it's almost like he's diminishing her by doing such a thing. Now it's a fight of superiority. Okay, we know, I know. But don't be stupid. We needed feminism. Feminism is all about you having a choice. That is true feminism. It's just that. So if you want to be a housewife, great. I do want to be a housewife. I don't think many people, especially maybe my African uncles and aunties that are watching this might be disgusted and scandalized by what I just said. But I'm telling you right now, my type is not your type. Don't worry. I want a soft life. And I already chose a man that will give me a soft life. My type is not your type. You know what I mean? Being a housewife is a job. It is not a 7 to 8 hour, it's not a 9 to 5. It is a job, 24 hours job. Not talk about being a stay-at-home mom. It is a job that unfortunately it's not appreciated by many men, and especially African men. But don't worry, I'll make a video about that too. I'll be talking about African men. Oh, guys, the videos I have for you people. But another thing I want to say, as I said, many people might be scandalized hearing that. Okay, but that you can still have your side business or whatever, but when you're with the right man, girl, when he treats you like a queen, it's like, come here, let me treat you like a king. You know what I mean? And this is why I say I can understand when some women feel like, why did feminism come and now women have to go to work? I'm like, being a housewife to the right man, oh my goodness, imagine. Look, like just a day at work makes me feel like going crazy, y'all. It makes me feel like going crazy. Like, look, just go outside. Like, of course, who wants to work anyway? Many women want to work because they want to have their independence, which is completely understandable, because many men, if not majority of the men, cannot be trusted. Even the so-called godly men. We have seen it, and our mothers, our ancestors have been teaching us reasons why men can't be trusted. Okay? And this is why, if you want to be a housewife, my sister, be guided by God. Choose the right man. Because next day you don't even know if you might end up dead, or you don't even know if the next thing is telling you, hey, I am the head of the house, you have to listen to me or I'm going to kill you. You don't know if one day is like, why do you want to get your hair done? Just leave your hair like this. Or you don't even know if it could be like withholding money from you, giving you money just for groceries. My friend, hey, ladies, choose your man wisely. Oh, things are scary out here. Many women, they take care of themselves. They get their hair done, they get their nails done, they get their lashes done, they go shopping, and the man will see her looking good. You will see her looking that good. They get married to her and then withhold money from her, telling her she's good just the way she is, out of selfishness and greediness. Don't marry a greedy man. So you saw that your wife, before she got married to you, she took care of herself. She liked doing all those things, and now you want to withhold money. You want to stop her from doing those things because why? Because of what? That those men. Oh, I'll make a video about that too. So, like, ladies, choose your man wisely. Even if you want to be a boss lady, okay, as long as it's your choice, we're good. You want to be a boss lady, okay. But remember, once you get married, your home comes first. The Bible says, you know me, you should put your home first. You guys want to talk about Proverbs 31? Read Proverbs 31. You don't put your career first. Your home, your family comes first. So even if that means that you have to take some time off from work to focus on your family, you need to do that, okay? It's biblical, okay? So just remember that even if you want to be a boss wife, your house comes first. And even if you want to be that's a boss wife, a boss woman, I meant. And even if you want to be a boss woman, listen to my advice. Make sure the man that you're going to marry has the money to be able to take care of you once you drop out of work. Listen to what our ancestors told us. Listen to what they told us. Because many men now, they make it seem like women are gold diggers. No, we just want to know if you can take care of us. Just want to know if you're able to take care of us. That's just it. We don't want to chop your non-existent money. Because there are some men, they don't have money, yet they'll be talking about gold diggers. No, focus on making money instead of focusing on women. Like, focus on making your money first. Have the money, then maybe later you can complain. But for the most part, women are not gold diggers. We just want to know if you have the money to actually take care of us, or do we have to worry? Because women, having a wife is expensive. You have to go out on dates. Dates are very important. Even if you want to buy her a gift, take her shopping. Men love, at least generous men love doing that. And if many women are even more afraid when men don't have money, because they start feeling scared, like the men are going to take their anger out on them. So, like, money is important. Let's not act stupid, or don't try to act all Miss Goody Two Shoes and act like money is not important. Money is important. Learn from, again, our ancestors. Learn from women of the olden days, and women who are still going through it today. Money is important. So again, if you want to be a boss woman, make sure that if you want to stop working, at least your man can take care of you financially. Or even if you get pregnant, you don't want to immediately give birth to a child and go back to the workplace. So this is what will happen to you if you choose to go 50-50 with a man. Okay, so choose a man who is a provider, because even if you work, according to the Bible, your man is still supposed to be the main provider. Okay, so you should have the choice to either be a housewife or be a boss lady, period. Okay, so marry a provider, number one. Number two, Marry a man who has first submitted to God, so you can then submit to him. Because as I said, it's scary out here. If the man is not submitted to God, he can never love you in the right way. Because the Bible is very clear on men, love your wives. Honor your wife, because if you don't honor your wives, your prayers will be hindered. They won't be answered. It's that serious. So girls, be very careful of the man you choose, the man you get married to. It's very important, because you, as I like, many people today are like, oh, I'm not happy with this person, I'm going to divorce. If you are a Christian, that's not how it works. There are very, very few reasons why you can divorce. Very, very few. Very few. So you can't just up and leave. So be very careful of the man you want to get married to. With that being said, as I was saying, I know that it's very sweet to want to just serve a man who treats you like a queen. But again, do not be ungrateful of what the women did for you to be where you are today. You have the freedom to be a housewife today. Back then they didn't. They had to be a housewife, and only that. They had to be women who had to get married and bear children. That was their job. And obviously, even in history, God used many women in different ways. But again, unfortunately, women were seen as objects. Many of the things we do today, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. So we are really living in luxury. And I want you guys to appreciate that. Don't disregard Women's Day. Take this time to be fully grateful of where you are today. Take this time to be fully grateful for what the women did for you, for the battles that the women went through for you to be able to go to school, for you to be able to have your own job, for you to be able to have your credit card, to have something to your own name, for you to be able to do what you have to do without depending on a man. Feminism isn't unimportant. And as I said, modern feminism really ruined what feminism stands for. And there are countries where we actually need feminism, where we still need to fight for women's rights, because women's rights is human rights. But unfortunately, nowadays we fight for the wrong things, especially in countries like America. I feel like the feminists there are the most stupid feminists I've ever seen. And their stupidity is really going in different parts of the world, influencing different kind of women, because like America literally has everything. It has everything. They have everything, yet they're still complaining. They still want more. If you have so much energy, why don't you go to Pakistan? Why don't you go to India? Why don't you go to Saudi Arabia? Why don't you even go to Africa? Use that energy and fight for something that actually matters. But if you're just going to come out and be talking about how women can be men, or how women need to have the freedom to expose themselves without being judged, if you're going to be talking about rubbish, just stay indoors, because you look ridiculous. Fighting a battle that doesn't need to be fought. You're fighting a battle that doesn't even exist. Use your energy for something that is actually good. Modern feminism takes away it tries to take away the dignity of a woman. It tries to destroy femininity and womanhood. That is why modern feminism is just not needed. But we need real feminism, which is to fight for equal rights, for men and women, because in other countries, many countries, this is still something that needs to be fought. Maybe in the European countries we have gotten there, there's great progress, but there are still other countries that need real feminism. And I also want you to take that into consideration. Okay, and another thing I want to add is that I'll be making a series of things that I do not like, things that I don't agree with, and things that are completely unbiblical that come out of the mouth of traditional wives and pick-me's. And we'll be definitely taking a deep dive in. And I won't be talking about just the traditional wives, but I'll also be talking about the podcast bros. So there are lots of things coming out, and I can't wait for you guys to watch them and also share your opinion with me. So thank you for watching. See you soon.